What's going on, family? Broken Prophet here. And as the title suggests, this is my new series entitled Hoodoo for Beginners. It's a little tips and tricks that I think you guys may have heard that may be false and what the truths are. And hopefully it'll get you started working. Okay. Yes, there will be some spell work, but mainly it's behind the scenes things that no one thought to tell you or they purposely did not teach you for whatever their reasons were. Anyway, let's dive into it, guys. When I was a little kid, I saw this show entitled what was the show called? It was called Hidden Commercials, and basically what it did was it was teaching kids how in movies different companies will put hidden commercials in the movie, like Coke or Pepsi, right? The characters in the movie will either drink Coke products or they'll drink Pepsi products. They never drink both because either Coke or Pepsi has sponsored part of that movie. Same thing for adult beverages, same thing for all types of products. See, back in like the 40s and 50s, you watch some old movies, when they went to the grocery store, it just said milk or just said eggs. Well, now they're actual brands because those people are paying to have their products put in that movie. So, with that being said, once I saw that, I couldn't unsee it. And that's what I want to do with this series for you guys with the marketeering. Okay. Once I open your eyes, I don't want y'all to ever close them again. And you'll be able to see it. And that'll help you to make better choices with what workings you attempt, where they potentially came from, and whether or not they're legitimate. All right. So let's dive in to hoodoo myth number one for Hoodoo for Beginners is that spells can backfire on you. Yes, that is a myth. Workings either work or they do not. They never backfire on you. I know that flies in the face of everything you have ever been taught. Okay? They either work or they don't. They never backfire. There is nothing you can do that can accidentally cause a generational curse. I'll get to that in the end. Or on you. There's nothing you can do that'll cause you to, oh, you do a money working and now you're broke. Or you do a love working and now the person doesn't talk to you. No, that is the result of one of two things. Number one being coincidence. Coincidence still happens. I know a lot of hoteppers are like, there's no such thing as, there is such a thing as coincidence because everyone has free will and sometimes other people's choices will coincide with ours. All right. There's such a thing as coincidence. Now, what's the second thing? The second thing is the purpose of this video. If you do a working and what happens as the outcome is totally different from what you intended, that the working then backfire. Subconsciously, that's what you work towards. When I teach you guys different spell work, I always tell you that mind, body, and spirit have to be in alignment for that working. If you are doing a money working, it doesn't matter the incense, the candles, the roots and herbs, they play a role, yes. But a bigger role is up here, the mental and emotional state that you are in, because that helps to feed the working, that helps to feed the candles. It is not just following the steps, right? It is following the steps, it's practice and being in alignment. Meaning, if I'm doing money work, I can't be sitting here worried and stressing about my bills. That's the hard part of this work, having to push those negative emotions away so that the positivity can fuel the work. So when I do a money working, I'm doggone. I'm humming some of my favorite songs. Was I want money? Lots of remember that oldie? Yes, something like that. I'm thinking about doggone being a star in the Big Pimpin' Video Volume 2. Okay, you have to be aligned with money in order to produce money results from a money working. See, there are 24 hours in a day. If you are lucky, you get to sleep for 8. That leaves 16 hours. You may do a money ritual that lasts 10 minutes. But for 15 hours and 50 minutes, you're stressing about money. The universe looks at that. The scale doesn't balance out. And it's going to bring you what you focus on the most. And what you focused on the most is not money, is the lack of money. And so you get more lack. And then next thing you know, your money working doesn't work, or the bills pile even higher. And you say, oh my gosh, my money spell backfire. It did not backfire. You got the result of your workings. See, may the words of the mouth and meditation of my heart be forever pleasing in your sight, O Lord, my strength and my redeemer. So it's not just the words of our mouth spoken during the spell work, it's the meditation of our heart that matters as well. So workings never backfire. Now, remember I told you how there may be a little caveat? Well, if you are doing what the marketeers want you to do, which is buy the fear that they try to sell you. See, they want you to think that your workings can backfire because they know sometimes people will be so scared that they'll like, "Ooh, I'm so worried about this backfiring. I don't want to do the work." So then you'll do what? You'll pay them to do it for you. So they want to tell you it'll backfire. It'll hit you in the head. What's the other thing that they want you to? They encourage you to doggone. They try to scare you with work backfiring, but then they try to tell you to play Pokemon with all these spirits. Got to catch them all. Santa Muerte, Hajan the Conqueror, different Loa, different Orisha, different Mpungo. Look, I seen some black folks talking about Hecate and all this other stuff. They want y'all to play catch them all. Got to catch them all. Got to throw up a million altars, but they don't give you license. They don't give you initiation. They don't give you anything but some suggested offerings. That's what the book says: suggested offerings, and go forth. You're thinking about working with a thinking entity with no safeguards. See, they encourage you to do that in all their books because they know now if that's one way by approaching somebody that doesn't know you, that you can get some backlash. And then what will you do? Go to them to take them up off of you. Okay? So they encourage you to be afraid to do workings because it might backfire on you, but then they encourage you to go talk to all these spirits, knowing those spirits will come and tax that tail. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. Okay? So, with that being said, guys, look, for he has not given us the spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. As long as you are walking in power, love, and a sound mind, you'll be fine. Stay out of the cemeteries unless you have been taught how to do it correctly. Don't play Pokemon, gotta catch them all with all these spirits, and make sure that you are in alignment with your workings. And listen, it's not going to backfire. Workings will either work or they won't. With that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that follow, and I don't know what's supposed to come next. Profit out.